The Battle of Preveza, 1538. Rise of Ottoman naval supremacy. Prelude to a clash of empires. In the turbulent years of the 16th century, the Mediterranean Sea became the theater of intense naval rivalry between Christian Europe and the ever-expanding Ottoman Empire. At the heart of this power struggle was Hayreddin Barbarossa, the corsair turned admiral whose naval genius and ruthless tactics reshaped Mediterranean geopolitics. The Battle of Preveza, fought on 28 September 1538, stands as a pivotal moment that consolidated Ottoman maritime dominance for over 3 decades. This confrontation occurred near the coast of Preveza, a strategic location in northwestern Greece. It wasn't merely a contest over water, but a symbolic struggle between Christendom and Islam, between the Latin West and the ascendant Eastern Empire. Barbarossa and the spark of conflict. By the late 1330s, Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent had entrusted the leadership of the Ottoman navy to Hayreddin Barbarossa, one of the most feared figures in the Mediterranean. Barbarossa, already the Bellerbee of Algiers, now commanded one of the most formidable naval forces in the Islamic world. In 1537, Barbarossa launched a bold campaign against the Venetian possessions in the Aegean and Ionian Seas. He successfully seized the islands of Syros, Aegina, Ios, Paros, Tynos, Carpathos, Kossos, and Naxos. The Venetian outposts, scattered and poorly reinforced, fell one by one before the thunder of Ottoman cannons and the fierce boarding tactics of Barbarossa's mariners. That same year, Barbarossa laid siege to Corfu, a critical stronghold of the Republic of Venice, and conducted raids along the Calabrian coast in southern Italy, sparking panic among the Italian states. The Holy League rises. Alarmed by the swift Ottoman expansion, Pope Paul III took decisive action. He envisioned a grand Catholic alliance to push back the Turks from Europe's doorstep. In February 1538, he established the Holy League, uniting the Papal States, Spain under Emperor Charles V, the Republic of Venice, the Republic of Genoa, and the Knights of Malta. At its helm was Andrea Doria, an aging but celebrated Genoese admiral and close ally of Charles V. The Holy League assembled an impressive fleet of nearly 300 ships, comprising galleys, galleons, and auxiliary craft. Yet beneath the surface, the coalition was riddled with political divisions. Spain and Venice held diverging interests, Genoa was suspicious of Venetian motives, and Doria himself was reluctant to engage decisively, possibly fearing that a Venetian victory would elevate his republic's longtime rivals. The Ottoman Armada mobilizes. Barbarossa, in contrast, enjoyed unified command and a clear strategic vision. He assembled a fleet of approximately 120 galleys, fewer in number, but manned by highly experienced sailors, Janissary Marines, and skilled corsairs. His flagship, the Sultana, was a symbol of Ottoman naval might, powered by slave rowers and equipped with heavy artillery. The Ottomans anchored near the fortress of Preveza, taking advantage of shallow coastal waters and land fortifications. Barbarossa expertly utilized the terrain to negate the numerical superiority of the Holy League, daring them to engage him in close waters where their maneuverability would be limited.
The Battle of Preveza begins, 28 September 1538. On the morning of 28 September, Andrea Doria made a critical mistake. Instead of forcing a land assault on Preveza or luring Barbarossa into open sea, he hesitated offshore, where the League's galleys became vulnerable. Barbarossa seized the opportunity. Launching a series of swift, coordinated strikes from behind the protective coastline, he dispatched squadrons to harass and scatter the enemy flanks. The Ottoman ships, smaller and more agile, moved in coordinated arcs, while Ottoman shore batteries supported them with cannon fire. Barbarossa's forces surrounded several Christian galleys, boarding and capturing them in brutal close combat. The Ottomans used Greek fire, incendiary arrows, and arquebuses to devastating effect. The Holy League fleet, poorly coordinated and lacking a unified leadership, struggled to mount an effective counterattack. Doria's retreat and the aftermath. As losses mounted, Andrea Doria ordered a general retreat. His fleet, demoralized and in disarray, pulled away without achieving any of its objectives. The Venetians, left behind, bore the brunt of the defeat. In total, the Holy League lost about 36 ships, and many of their sailors were killed or captured. The Ottomans, in contrast, sustained minimal losses. The victory at Preveza confirmed Barbarossa's reputation as the undisputed master of the Mediterranean. Strategic consequences. The impact of the battle was immediate and far-reaching. Ottoman naval dominance in the Mediterranean was cemented for over 3 decades. Western European powers, especially Venice, were forced to negotiate and concede territories. Venice, demoralized and isolated, signed a humiliating peace treaty with the Ottomans in 1540, ceding further islands and paying reparations. Spain and Genoa turned their attention to land campaigns in internal affairs, temporarily scaling back their naval ambitions in the eastern Mediterranean. The papal dream of a united Christian naval crusade had failed, at least for the time being. It would take until 1571, at the Battle of Lepanto, for a new Holy League to challenge Ottoman supremacy again, this time with a different outcome. Legacy of Preveza. The Battle of Preveza is a lesson in leadership, unity, and naval tactics. Barbarossa's genius lay in using the geography of Preveza to his advantage, transforming a defensive position into an offensive trap. Andrea Doria's failure to act decisively, possibly influenced by political considerations, proved disastrous. The Ottoman model of centralized command and naval investment outpaced the fragmented approach of Europe's competing powers. For Sultan Suleiman, the victory reinforced his prestige as Padishah of the land and the sea. For the Ottomans, Preveza was a triumph of arms but also of empire.